I just talked the other day about how Gavin Newsom was married to Kimberly Guilfoyle, and then they got divorced, and then she got engaged to Donald Trump Jr. for 3 years. So
Mhm.
they do run in those same circles. Let me crystallize something for myself and my audience. So when you talk about leftist and you being a leftist and the leftist policies, you're still considered a Democrat, though, right? Like, would you still consider leftist as a Democrat?
You cannot be a leftist and be associated with the Democratic Party in any way. We see them as a bigger threat than right-wing conservative fascists,
Okay.
because again, they basically make promises to working class people, soak up their vote, soak up their political power with promises that will never be realized. So this is why Bernie Sanders goes on like an fight the oligarchy tour with AOC and be like, we're going to fight for you and we're going to run for president on a joint ticket. And literally that movement, that media tour that they did is already dead. It's
Yeah.
already dead
Yeah.
because they exist as controlled opposition to actually block progressive political movements, which again, it's not about social issues, it's about the economic system.
Would you
Yeah,
have
so
considered Bernie leftist in 2016? Like the Bernie Bros movement was
I'll say this, it was the closest thing we've ever had to a left-wing political movement since the 60s.
okay, okay.
Or 70s. But technically no, but again, because he is he's fundamentally a Democrat.
Yeah,
The Democratic Party threw him under the bus and gave it to Hillary Clinton because she
yeah,
was an establishment capitalist Dem, you
yeah.
know. So yeah, and ever since then, the Democratic Party broke Bernie, and now he's controlled opposition again as the progressive candidate, but he's not because he'll always be on the liberal Zionist bullshit, apologizing for genocide, supporting wars reluctantly. That's basically the
Okay.
shtick of the Democratic Party.
Is there any politician right now that you would consider a leftist or somebody that you would back?
Yeah, I'm a huge great friends with Butch Ware, who's the Green Party
Okay,
candidate
okay.
in the gubernatorial race for California, who's going to challenge Gavin Newsom.
Okay, okay. All right, all right. So Butch as a Green Party. Okay, I got it. So I need to separate leftist from Democrat in my mind.
Please
Okay.
do.
Okay. Okay, you got it.
Because the centrist Dems actually voiced this really debunked, stupid social theory. It's called the horseshoe theory. If you go to the right or you go too far to the left, you end up meeting in the middle, or like kind of like coming together like a horseshoe. It's basically like political theory for like adult children. It doesn't even make sense, but yeah. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay, that makes sense. All right, you know what, man? I might need you to hook me up with Butch. I'd like to have him on. Did did
he'll
you like
definitely go on.
did you like Jill Stein then? Did you do you what are your thoughts on her?
I don't know. I always had weird vibes from her. I couldn't place my finger on it. She's been an establishment Green Party figure forever. I understand a lot of criticisms about her, but
Yeah.
no, I when she was running on the Green Party ticket, I didn't endorse their
Okay.
ticket, their campaign, even though it was closest to the
Yeah.
political positions that I'd like to see realized in this country. But not necessarily a fan or a detractor of Jill Stein, but yeah, I personally endorse Butch Ware for sure.
Dude, I love that you said that because that's exactly how I feel about her. Like something's always been I like Butch. I liked Butch from the beginning, even before she picked him. But with Jill Stein, something always was off. Like she just gave me grifter vibes, and like every 4 years she pops out of nowhere and then jumps onto the topic du jour, this time being Palestine, and she really seemed to drive that. So I felt like she was totally off. What do you think of Thomas Massey?
I mean, I respect his political consistency,
Okay, okay.
and I don't really know too much about him because again, I mostly beef with Democrats, but
Yeah,
no, he's been politically consistent. He seems morally principled, and not a slave to corporate interests, which
okay.
is
Yeah,
refreshing. So
yeah, it
I'm actually going to
absolutely
be
is.
looking more into him because I'm trying to build like more political alliances with more traditionally like anti-authoritarian conservative people, and
Yeah.
he seems like a really good like touchstone for that.
I would tell you personally, the 2 guys in the Republican Party that I think you should build a relationship with is Massey and then Rand Paul.
I
I
mean,
think
Rand Paul's been consistent. He's never
he
flipped his
has.
position.
He
He's
has.
not a
He has.
grifter.
Absolutely. He's not a grifter at all. And then Ron Paul is solid as well. Okay, we've talked all about okay, with the ICE stuff in LA, you think this is gonna get worse? Like,
Yeah.
is
Want the full truth? Watch the full Deep Shallow Dive interview next. And hit subscribe if you're done with narratives and ready to call a spade a spade.